going on, guys? D's out here with another Team WBT recap for Potluck. Let me get into it. It's against Assam Autobots. As you can see, Team WBT came away with the victory, 83-82, with a 93% total destruction over 92.4 total destruction. Definitely a lot closer than it looked. Team WBT did horrendous at Town Hall 9. Very rare for us. We went 13 for 31. Had to use 3 dips to get all the 9s cleared. Luckily, we did pretty well at 10v11. We went 4 for 7. Freed up some extra dips if needed, but reduced our 10v10 chances. Assam Autobots did much better than we did. 9v9, had scouts for all the bases up top, and performed basically the same as us against 10v11. So we're definitely behind the 8 ball in this war. Take a look at what we did team-wise. As you can see, we had 2 dip fails, which was critical. You can see that we had our 3 dips. But Conti balls with our clutch 10v10 to win the war with 5 minutes to go. As you can see, they had 2 back-to-back dip fails on the same base, which pretty much cost them the war. The 1-1-star forced them to hit that base again. Conti came in with the 10v10 3-star cleanup. And then even if they would have got this last dip, it wouldn't have mattered. We still would have had them on percentage. So after that 10v10, the war was sealed. We were already celebrating at the time. As far as what they did on their side, as you can see, they had 3 dip fails. That was the difference. They did get 1 10v10. But as you scroll down here, you'll see that their 9s outperformed us by a lot. And it wasn't even close. But, 9 game nowadays, it's important, especially if you want scouts. But it's not, all end. You're not going to lose the war specifically based on your 9 struggling. And there's always a chance. Let's go into the war here. First one I want to show is VV on number 2, 62%. This was a fresh hit. Looking at the base, it looks very odd shaped. Doesn't look very easy. Any entry you get to get to the town hall. Definitely going to need 4 bowlers, golems on this one. 4 golems and the bowlers on this one. A lot of DPS. Easiest way to look at this one is this king entry right here. Jump right on the king, gets you access straight to the town hall with that little moat that he has right where the CC is. So the goal here is to funnel at 6, cut this whole corner off. Then he's going to come up top and funnel between the wizard towers and the cannon up there. So let me hit play here, go to ×2 to save some time. As you can see, his funnel down south didn't get everything he wanted. He ideally wanted to get that mortar and that cannon. Cannon never went down. That could have been a big issue, specifically since this was a fresh hit. Golems and everything come up top with the bowlers. Absolutely crush that side. And then here comes the entry. Double golem down, bowlers on either side, with a rage to get the rest of that funnel up top. Started down south. Jump's going to come in here with an earthquake and an early poison on the CC. Like I said, this was a fresh hit. We didn't know what was in the CC. If it would have been anything other than what actually comes out, this Hound Loon, then it would have been much cleaner. However, since it was a Hound Loon, the king, the bowlers, everything funneled south versus going into the base after the CC. In the end, that actually helped him with percentage. Bowlers come through, break through this wall right below the hound, go in, start doing some extra damage. King cuts the funnel south, doesn't pull the hound too far down. Queen cleans up some of the pups, ends up going in towards the town hall, pops the ability for the pups to regroup and come back towards them, gets the easy 2-star, fresh hit, big hit. Really allowed us to step up and, you know, set the war that even if we needed dips down low, it looked like we were going to be able to get them. Going to the next attack here, it's definitely going to be Connie's clutch 10v10. This base was hit earlier by Tigeroo for 90% early in the war. Connie changed up a couple things, dropped a healer, added an extra golem, allowed for some extra tanking to push through the core of the base and try to get these expos. One of the key things when doing this attack, and anybody who's tried it, if your kill squad dies out, you can still wipe the base as long as there's no expos that are out of the reach of where the queen's at. If there is, your queen's usually going to get picked off and die. Lucky for Connie, he sets a great funnel. Queen and bowlers all going around where they need to be. Golems go into the base, tanking for all that extra point defense that would normally be on the queen. Rage comes down. Second jump comes down. Perfect heal. All of his bowlers coming in behind under a heal. Giant Palm does nothing. Second rage in. As you can see, bowlers absolutely decimate this core. Get all the splash damage. Get both the expos that are left. And almost all the point defense that are left. Last thing to really worry about that was left was Inferno, which really isn't that big of a deal if it's only the queen left up, especially with ability in hand. Fast forward here, because this is just dominated this base. This was so clutch, won us the war, and be able to swag the abilities, swag the poison, and swag the baby dragon. It was incredible. Moving on to the next attack was Olsh on 23. Looking at this base, you pause it here. A couple things you want to notice. Queen, kind of offset right next to CC. There could be Teslas here. Sweepers are pointing kind of away from the base. Not really that big of an issue. Main issue here is the fact that there could be Teslas right next to the queen. This could ruin the pathing towards where the wizard tower is. This creates an awkward funnel where the balloons are going to path versus pathing in an L shape, kind of on the 6 to 3 side, and then reinforcing up above. But to do this, he kind of did this in a way that allowed him to do this attack regardless if there was Teslas there. He's going to drop his haste with loons on this top wizard tower, right above the queen. And that's going to get any kind of Teslas that would have been there, wizard tower, and it's going to lure the CC to allow for pathing for his balloons around. Hit play here. Haste comes in, balloons come in, CC Lord brings it down south, drops his queen. Not sure what the balloon was for, but queen easily takes care of the baby dragon. Archers help take care of his archers. Allows him to easily start the saloon. First thing comes out is the hound loons from the CC. Reinforced with loons, the rage, and the skelly to kill the queen. Reinforces at 6 and 7. Hounds coming in. Biggest issue is the sweeper that's coming and pushing his balloons through. Reinforces again at 10 o'clock with another hound and balloons. And then he heals haste into the sweeper as soon as his Tesla farm popped. Balloons are just coming through. Hounds are tanking for his balloons coming in the backside. Drops his king backside to distract for that wizard tower and to distract for that rest of that point defense. But this base is wrecked. Wasn't even close. Fast forward through the rest of this. Two unpopped hounds. Ton of balloons up. It was a great attack. Last attack we're going to look at here is Tiny Evil on 29. Pause this because I want to look at this base real quick. Looking at where the wizard towers are, where the Expos are, both sweepers and the queen are all right in one area. Very accessible, easy entrance, and an easy funnel. Hit play. As you can see, golems come in. But look at where the golem placement is. This golem grabs two wizard towers and is perfectly out of range of where the queen is. This golem grabs this wizard tower away from where the wall breakers are going to come in. Wizards come down. Perfect funnel. Wall breakers come in. Open up the base. King, boulders, rage. Jump in. And just look at the value he gets. He gets 2 Expos. He gets 2 wizard towers. Teslas, 2 air defenses, the queen, and the CC. Heal comes down right when the giant bomb triggers, so his boulders are full health. CC Lord, poison waiting for it. Golems are out front tanking for the CC, which is just what you want to do. Unlucky that the king walks out of the base, but actually starts his cleanup early. Queen steps up, grabbing even more defense, grabs another wizard tower, grabs another cannon, and with abilities is going to grab this last archer tower and air defense. Laloon comes in. The base is wrecked already. Reinforcing up at 12 o'clock with some balloons. Get this last straggling wizard tower that didn't go down on entry. Loons coming in. Finishing out the rest. Last heal down to try to speed things up. Skelly Trap pops. No pups up. No big deal though that we got lucky that the Skellies ended up on top of the Hound that was lower health, ends up popping the Hound. But this was never an in doubt attack. Fast forward through cleanup. Well, that's going to do it for this recap against Assam Autobots. Special shout out to UK for providing us with the recording equipment that we needed to get back on YouTube. Get back to recording some of these awesome matches for you guys. If any of you guys are looking for a clan that's going to be in CWL and MLCW coming up for these next seasons, we're always recruiting some Town Hall 9s, 10s, and 11s. You can either message me online or on Discord, or you can always swing by our feeder at WBT Inc. I'll put that in the description below. Always looking for friendly, outgoing people that are willing to learn. We're not here to, criticize you. If you want to learn, we'll teach you. And that's just what we're looking for. Once again, D South Team WBT signing out.